I need to know how to fix an LG TV turning on and off.
Tell the other person holding the remote to cut it out or you'll take out their remote's batteries.
I'm the only one watching the TV.
If it is a brand new TV, take it back in case the logic boards or inverters or power supplies or LCDs are bad.
It isn't new, which is why I don't want to pay for a service person to figure out what is wrong.
If it turns off by itself and you can't turn it back on without power cycling it by unplugging it for a few minutes, either one of the boards or the power supply is the problem.
That's going to require a service call.
Hopefully power cycling gets it working for at least a day or two until someone can show up to fix it.
Is it always a board?
If it dies with a popping sound, it just had a capacitor blow on the board, and it died. It may come back on until there aren't enough capacitors left for it to work.
That does require service. I didn't think LG TVs had that problem.
Samsung, I think, had the recall for that on a massive scale, but LG TVs had that issue reported sporadically in 2015.
Then I hope it isn't that.
If you're suffering power surges that are shutting down the TV, a TV repair person may not be able to fix that.
An electrician might.
Or you need to unplug some of the stuff from the power strip where all of the devices on the entertainment console connect so there isn't as much load on one power supply.
This isn't as obvious as turn on gaming console and the TV turns off for lack of power.
If your TV was simply confused by low voltage, a hard reboot could fix it. Then again, if the remote is really confused, taking out the batteries does the same.
The remote control may control a smart TV, but it shouldn't be smart enough to make that type of mistake.
It is rare for the remote to be putting out a signal saying turn off the TV if you don't want it to, versus not having the power to put out the off signal.
If the remote wasn't working, the batteries being dead would be my first assumption.
If the remote seems to be giving it other commands like shifting the volume or changing settings, then you could do a hard reset of the remote to fix it.
Or the remote is possessed.
Or the TV is glitching and needs to be power cycled.
Rebooting doesn't fix everything, it only seems to.
Rebooting it will clear any memory glitches, but it won't fix a hardware problem like a damaged board. It can solve glitches in firmware or a power spike corrupting an EPROM.
If the software got corrupted, updating the TV or reloading the firmware entirely could fix this.
And if it doesn't, you won't feel as bad about calling someone and worrying about how much you pay them to do a software update and reboot.